just convert back.
Thank you for those that came yesterday. We had a brilliant day. And I'd just like to say, we are sorry that somebody may have upset you today. It's not...
Yes, follow your bliss. You know that, guys.
Okay? Somebody said some words they shouldn't have said, but the whole group of us can't be blamed for that. That's not who we are. Like I've told you before, I do this because my granddaughter's mixed race. I don't care. People call me racist all the time. I don't care.
Maybe
what they call me.
they might start training their own migrant police force. Yeah.
That fella there, the tall, skinny one, the one that I was like, got videos earlier, it's on my ex. He is a security guard somewhere in Bury as well, because that's where I live. I live Bury.
Yeah, mate, they move them all around, guys.
Ready Clear Springs are based in Raleigh in Essex. Yeah, they've gone off the side there. They fucking run in. I think they do Thetford as well. Yeah, they take contracts from the homeless.
It used to make me cry. When I first started doing this, it made me cry because of my granddaughter. Am I really racist? I realised down the road I am not. I'm not doing it for that reason. It's not about the colour of their skin. It's about their culture.
There was a lady somewhere looking for some lady. She come to me a minute ago. I think she was here, I think, with you guys, with a young lady and all. She said that she asked me to take some pictures of these and send them to the people at Crowborough, but they want to know your official Facebook page because they've got. They just said, what's their official, like the Crowborough lot? Because there's so many Facebook pages popping up now.
Yeah, no, well, we was liaising with Crowborough direct.
Was you?
Yeah.
Do you want me to put you in touch with Gary?
I'm talking with Steve.
Gary, do you want me to put you in touch with somebody from here, actual direct? I can give him your number if you want, but obviously I'll ask you before. He was in touch with someone called Steve, but I can give you his telephone. I can give you Crowborough where, yeah, they're the people. Yeah. All right, guys, he's got your number already. Yeah, he's...
No, I haven't messaged him yet because we're just going to say busy. But
Yeah.
Possibly every Friday, Saturday night, the game plan. Yeah, no, I'm going to take it out.
They'll give you this. They'll give you that.
Left, yeah.
So what they will do is, I'll tell you exactly how it'll run. Yeah, when they start moving them in, you will see what you will get is they won't come from Dover to here. Yeah, that won't happen.
No.
Yeah, they will go from Manston, and they will go to one of the processing centres from there, which will be Luton. It'll be Crown Plaza. It'll be Britannia in Isle of Dogs.
If you say to someone in the UK, what do you have for breakfast, they're unlikely to say they had a Korean breakfast.
Start to bringing them in. They will leave them. About 6:30 in the morning.
Yeah, well that's so right. So we've got wildlife cameras being put in shortly. Around the whole camp.
So what they'll do is they will leave them processing centres at 6:30. So then you'll be able to work out. So when you know that one's gone in, then you will know. Then you just look at the numbers, and you just look at the numbers what's coming through on the boats, and then you will see. Tomorrow, 6:30. They're going to be picking them up from. Let's just say the furthest one away is Basingstoke. Yeah. So if we just do a quick Google map. That'll be the furthest one, and then you just work like that's going to be there at that time. Luton's going to get here at that time. Crown Plaza at Heathrow will get here at this time. Britannia will get here at this time. Yeah. So then you'll be able to roughly work out the times. So then you don't have to then. So then you won't have to then be. Then you won't have to just wait around. Do you know what I mean? You'll actually be able to work out roughly the times. Yeah.
Do we know what we're going to do if they do get ready? How do we go from there?
If they're in?
If they do get in.
Look, realistically, once they're in, they're in. Yeah. From like the only one that has really managed to fend them off is Britannia at Isle of Dogs. but that's because it got so.
Do you want to come with me?
What's that?
I want to say
Oh. Goodbye, everybody. Thanks for coming. But at least that way, you won't have to wait and just sit there like Urbans. You'll be able to say, right, if that's leaving at 6, because they will always leave at 6:30. Yeah, the first one will always leave at 6:30, and then you'll just work out the times, and then just run it back to the furthest one. Always run it back to Basingstoke. So if you run it back to Basingstoke, that's the furthest one away. Yeah. Just watching my camera, make sure it doesn't get dropped on the floor. But yeah, that'd be the. I would say so personally. Yeah. Personally, I would say that. Yeah. They're guarding that gate today, isn't they? They're guarding that gate, isn't they? Don't know.
But even the cars that are normally there, they're not that, are they? They're normally in the hut and all that and out.
No, so that's looking to deceive you. Yeah. To make you think there's not no activity. Yeah, so, yeah. That's what they're doing. Yeah. Let me put this over here for a second, and I'll tell you something. Yeah, you right, guys? That's mine, that is, mate. Yeah. Well, mine's there as well, right?
The past is the past. What's here now is what we are now. You are you and I are what. I want to make my desk look I want you to make your desk pick up there. I don't want anybody to say, because somebody like you, 300, 400, 500 years in the past did something bad, you should now go. You've used the word. You see what I'm saying? If you do something bad in this life, you should be punished. If I do something bad. How much of should never be somebody's sacrifice. Like, for example, in this country we have something called DEI.
Where are the facts?
So with DEI, it's a case of some companies say, right, you will hire people from a different colour to make you look. Do you see what I'm saying?
That's fine. That's like diversity. And
Yeah. I personally don't believe in that.
Let's say, what's it called? It's the same thing in Dubai as well. Many companies, right? They have a lot of, again, it's a very multinational company. And they make it a priority that Emiratis should be a part of that company as well, working to make jobs for them, right? So obviously there should be something like that here. But now let's say, just me and you as an example. Let's say I'm from India, right? And you're from here. We studied the same thing and we applied for the same job, but I have more qualifications.
Yeah, you should get picked over me, 100%.
Right? So if they get hired amongst, like, rather than you, then it should be fine, no?
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. Yeah. No, so like, for example, if for example all those jobs have been filled and there's nobody else with those qualifications, then they should look to people like me and say, okay, well, you are here now and there's an opportunity for you here to better yourself. You should come and do it. You see what I'm saying?
But also, what about like Dubai? They welcome British people with open arms.
Yeah.
You know, like in my school personally back then, we had a lot of Indian teachers. They were amazing. And Indian, like brown people.
Yeah.
And then in our new bigger school, they opened. It was majority British. Right. But British, Pakistani, British. British, like white, English. What about, like, why don't you guys apply outside and look for opportunities outside?
So, like I say, at the minute, you know, education in Britain is so bad. Like, we are in a massive decline because the government are putting money elsewhere. So when you look at the state of people in this country, like you, for example, how old, if you don't mind me asking? 20, yeah. So you are probably, and this is you are probably a lot smarter than the average 20-year-old in this country, because we've just let our education decline. So our workers at the minute, until we improve our education and put money into it, because we're putting money into elsewhere, like we're like, well, so 6 million a day goes on these hotels. 344 billion a year goes on welfare. So people who don't want to work, you know, including there is some old age pensions, illegals and stuff like that, and I get that. But like say for example, you get all the English people, all the British people, when you gather all our income tax and then you take away welfare, welfare takes 14 billion pounds or more than every single person you see walking around you now. We pay all of our tax, and the government still need 14 billion to pay just for the benefits. So that's what. So you know, all this stuff they spend so much more on that than they do on education. So our children would not be beneficial to your society because they're not smart enough. You see what I'm saying?
What about the? I don't know if it's a sensitive topic to talk about outside.
It's all.
Like Israel and Palestine, right? And how Israel gets aid, like funded, right? From let's say US,
Yeah.
the biggest supporter, or like many other.
So what are my thoughts on that kind of thing?
What do you think about that? I think British also funds them, right? Yeah.
Probably, yeah, to some extent. The problem is, Britain at the minute, with their way of doing it, they'll turn around and say, right, we're for Palestine on this end, and we're for Israel on that end, because they like conflict. As much like the Zionists in Israel, they love conflict. They love it. They get money from all over the world through conflict. The problem is, and this is saying, not all Israelis are bad, not all Palestinians are bad. Yeah, Israelis actually wanted to kick Benjamin Netanyahu out of office, and that's why he caused this whole. Yeah, there is a difference. Yeah, exactly, 100%.
I mean, Jews are the ones who are against them, very against.
Yeah.
But Zionists are completely different.
Yeah, they just want all conflict everywhere, don't they? You look at some of the stuff that they believe in; it's shocking. I have looked into it. Yeah.
Isn't their biggest motto like, if they believe it's their land, they will take it somehow?
Oh yeah. They're trying to do it with Iran and stuff like that. That's what I'm saying. So yeah. So I personally don't support Zionism. You know, I do believe this is the thing. This is where the problem happens. When it comes to Israeli land and the Jews living in Israel, that happened in what, the 50s, the 40s. The problem is, you've now got generations of Jews that have lived there. You can't just expect them to just go, because where are they going to go? There should be that point where there should be a two-state solution that doesn't involve the Zionists, doesn't involve Hamas, and doesn't involve British government and American government. Because you know what? The British government doesn't care about me. The American government doesn't care about most Americans, for the most part. Some do, some don't. But the Hamas don't care about Palestinians. And the Zionists and the Jewish government, the Israeli government, they don't care about their people either. That's the stage we've got to in life. So there should be a two-state solution. Palestine should have the right to their land, but I don't think the Jews should be displaced. So this idea of from the river to the sea, which basically means they're clearing out all the Israelis from the River Jordan to the Arabian Sea, is it? I don't believe in that response.
But that was what was taken.
Yeah, but in that, yeah.
Like Palestine, welcome.
Yeah, but then, yeah. No, I understand that, but when you look at that, what was in the Middle East before Islam was a thing? It was Christianity, wasn't it? So before, yeah, that's yeah. But before Muhammad wrote the Quran and made Islam, and then Middle East became Islamic, it was Christians, wasn't it? And before that, it was Judaism, and before that, it was paganism and whatever else. So
that's only because of the way the prophets.
So
Moses.
Yeah.
Was for the Jews.
I say,
that's what they
I agree. But like I said, my main problem here is a case of there has now been generations of people born and raised in Israel as Jewish people. You know, so I think there does have to be that point where you turn around and say, we have to figure something out. Do you see what I mean? There has to be something diplomatic.
Let's say they always break the word.
Yeah, but is it the Jewish people or is it the Zionists, though, my friend? That's what I'm saying. It's the Zionists, isn't it? That's what I'm saying. Like I say, so we know. I always say this: Zionism is one of the biggest problems on the planet that people don't know about. People don't know about. I will openly say that, you know, and I'll say this to anybody. But the problem that you've got is not all Jews are Zionists. You see what I'm saying?
Well, that's the thing. That's what Zionists and the Jews get hatred.
Yeah, exactly. There is one country on this planet that is a Jewish country, which is Israel at the minute. You know, and the problem you've got is like a case of, if you want them to take their land back in Palestine, where can you give the Jews land? Because like you cannot. It's not like we should learn from history. People kicked out the Native Americans from all their land, and that was bad. You know. People kicked out other people, Aborigines in Australia, and that was bad. You know, look, some of the people in New Zealand and Australia, they've been kicked out their ancestral land as well, which is always bad. Don't get me wrong, but then like, what would you do now if you kicked out all the Australians? Technically, Anglo-Saxons, we're a mix of people. You know, somebody could argue that I'm Scandinavian heritage. Do they want to kick me out? You see what I'm saying? So it's a difficult conversation, and maybe it's a conversation that people like me and you would never find a solution for. But somebody somewhere will find a solution for it. That Israel and the Jews should have land. You know, that is my honest opinion. But it should be a case of it should be done properly, and because when it comes to conflict, everybody gets rich from conflict. That is bad. All the people at the top. All nations are built. America, prime example. They are so big because of their lend-lease. In World War I and World War II, they were just, right, we've got massive land, yet we're going to pump out all these vehicles and give them to everybody. They were giving them to friends, foes, everybody, and they were getting rich. And that's how America became a big superpower now. Yeah, so I agree that we've got to end the conflict somewhere. But yeah, we've got to give the Jews some land. That's my opinion. And I hope we can agree with that. Because we can never turn around and say...
I can agree that they will coexist.
Yeah.
But, and hopefully one day, but then Israel, they keep bombing. Like, obviously, I don't want to keep talking about Israel, they keep bombing Palestine, and like they basically flatten the Gaza.
I understand that.
They don't. Gaza barely has.
They kind of.
It's like.
The whole place, like Gaza's
Yeah, like the one thing I'll say though, the one thing I'll say in that defence, it's like, for example, when I was in the military and I went to Afghanistan, when we would get shot at, we would have to use courageous restraint, you know, because our idea there is to not kill people. It was to shoot to maim, not to kill. So we wouldn't be like, right, there's somebody there firing the mortar at us. We're going to fucking airstrike them and blow all these... You know, Israel is a superpower. A superpower shouldn't be... They should have the technology to do something a bit more restrictive. But instead it's like there's an old man sending a mortar over, right, boom, 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 boom. They shouldn't be doing that, yeah.
Exactly. And there are videos out there like killing kids. They're throwing stones.
Yeah, the problem that you've got this is where I think that they went completely wrong, is when they took the hostages. They should never have took the hostages. I mean, they should never have done October 7th anyway. That was bad because a lot of the people, especially at that music festival, actually supported their cause. There was a lot of people there that supported their cause.
Huh?
There was. That music festival, there's a lot of people there that were dancing against their government. There were signs, there were placards there to say, we don't want Zionists in government. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of people they killed were probably going to side with them at some point and say, yeah, they deserve their own land. But it radicalised a lot of people there. And they took a load of hostages. And that, to my opinion, is where you go wrong. If somebody took my child hostage, and I'm sure, God willing, at some point you want a child, yeah? If somebody took our children from us and captured them, what would you do to get them back? I would sign a pact with the devil himself to save my children. I would give my life. Take it.
But then I think they returned the hostages.
So, yeah.
Again, these are all like tiny things. Again, I know this is nothing related.
Yeah, no, but that's it. It's good because it's all about communication. It's all about communication.
Like, I'm not saying it's a small thing, but it's minor compared to what Israel has done. They have huge prisons where they have Palestinians and they torture them over there. And they have... There's so much. There's a bomb. They bomb the area and there's a gas inside which...
Yeah, no, I agree with that. Yeah.
And let's say they survived the burn.
Yeah.
They inhale it and they burn from the inside.
Yeah, I've seen stuff like that.
Like
Yeah,
now,
the
going back
barrel
to
bombs, they call them,
let's
isn't
say
they?
it's the Holocaust, what was happening to them, and now they're doing the same thing
Yeah.
to Palestinians. And there was this one video I saw, I forgot who it was or which country, but they were holding an Israeli flag with the Nazi symbol.
Yeah, yeah.
Because that's how they're acting. Right? Let's move on. My last question.
That's all right. So I wasn't, I just, because as people come along, you see, I just don't know what their intentions are. Do you see what I mean? Yeah.
But the last question, let's know how refugees, right, is a thing. Yes, that's it. Let's say, I was in danger. Afghanistan. I was in danger in Afghanistan, or my life was in danger somewhere in this country, and I came over here to look for refuge.
So, I mean, when it comes to refugee, if you want to flee your war zone,
Millions of people have
you
seen
would
it,
go to the nearest
but
safe place.
nobody cares about the little small print where it says, "Oh, do you know what? We got that wrong." They should be publicising that and saying, "Do you know what? We've potentially just ruined 12 people's lives here. Yeah, you've made them a target for Muslims for a start.
Yeah. I mean, I think
Every time it's a white person,
in this instance,
it is.
I don't think they've released any information about who or where, or they might be where from, but not who they are.
Might not, but everybody knows social media. Yeah. You planted the seed, geez. All you done, you planted the seed, and then you kept putting water on top of it to flower it. That's what you done, you know. And then eventually, that's going to flower up, then, isn't it? Yeah. And then you're going to be in a and now you've put 12 people's lives in danger. One of them, I know him. I was talking to him on the morning. I was chatting away to him, and he was like, just taking his son to go play basketball. And he said, "I'll give you a ring later." I said, "Go on, sweet." And then I didn't hear from him. And yesterday he rings me up, and he was like, "I've been locked up for a week." So he's joking. And he was like, "No," he's like, "I've been locked up for this terrorist stuff." Like, not a terrorist. Like, come on, like, you know. It's a joke, like, it's not, you know, and now the police should come out and turn around and say, "Do you know what, we got this wrong. Yeah, they was just droning, they was having a look." This festival or event that you was facilitating is banned in most Middle Eastern countries because it promotes terrorism. And you've allowed it. And what the fuck, like, if it's banned from their own countries, or not, so maybe that's the wrong word to use, if it's banned from their country of origin, so to speak, where their ancestors are from, why would you allow it to be here?
Oh, you're drawing into politics, though.
No, but do you know what I'm saying? Look, no, he's a sergeant, yeah. But listen, common sense would tell you, yeah. Like, common sense would tell you, yeah. If something is banned because of terrorism in the country where they actually come from, they're not allowed to do it. You come to England and we'll let you do it. What does that say about England? Tells them that we're a soft touch, yeah, and they can get away with what they want. Yeah. We had an Afghan migrant, yeah, last year. Yeah. You right, guys? Yeah, you right? We had an Afghan migrant last year, entered the country illegally in the back of a lorry, stabbed a guy called Wayne Broadhurst, yeah, in Hillingdon, stabbed him, and then it's mental health. Well, we know it's mental fucking health because anyone's got to be mental to commit a terrorist attack. Yeah, they've got to be mental. But let's say it as it is, they're terrorists. Simple, you know, like, but when it's a white person, terrorist straight away. But hey, these are the best ones to talk to. Public order. You know public order, don't you, sir? How much of it do you know? How much of it do you know?
Not all of it, because it's a big bit of legislation. I know most of it. Well,
Do
not
you?
most of it, I know some of it.
Oh, watch out. Sorry. No, I'm not going in.
Get it
Yeah. No, I'm just making sure that doesn't fall off, yeah? Sorry. I wasn't trying to get in or anything. I didn't want to charge them 1,600 quid for a phone, that's all.
We're going to head off, mate.
Yeah, no, good talking to you, yeah?
Take care.
Yeah, yeah.
Look after yourself.
Very
Nice
rare to get a shake hand off a policeman,
Might
so
see
there you go.
good day, mate. Whether I'm a policeman or not, I'm still a human being, man.
Well, no, do you know what it is? You get, the lefties will look at that, they will click that and say, oh, look, yeah, the police agree with him, yeah. Yeah, no, definitely. Definitely. Well done, yeah? Well done.
Take care, mate.
Yeah, I'm all right, thanks, mate.
Good lad, good lad.
Was it you who asked me to take the pictures? Right, so I spoke to Gary, yeah, and they've already messaged him, yeah? So they've already, because there were so many Facebook pages started up, wasn't sure, but they've already messaged him, yeah, so they're already in touch.
To know that we are supporting them and they are in our thoughts and
Yeah.
on the posters.
Yeah, no.
I'm including Cobra on everything now. So, like,
And Wethersfield,
veterans know.
Wethersfield should be a prime. Wethersfield should be the one that you should look at because nobody cared about it. Yeah, and then all of a sudden you've got 1,250 of them. You've had Braintree. Yeah.
I've been watching Braintree.
Right, so then all of a sudden you've got 1,200 of them. Originally they said it's only going to be 400, but because it was all quiet, nobody cared, whatever, they doubled it to 8. Then it went to 1,200.
They're just crafty.
And now the people start saying about it.
That's
yeah.
the one where they've cleared the Bournemouth hotel and that's where they're going, isn't it, Wethersfield?
I can't say that.
What
Yeah.
have them 2 coppers got in there for then?
But I ain't got a clue.
They do go in and out.
They've got their base up there.
Yeah, but they're having a conversation with the free agent security guards.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do. They go in and out, don't they? We're
They
used
go.
to that
Yeah.
now.
They've got their training complex in there. So he told me anyway.
Yeah, apparently they are in and out of there most of the
Yeah.
week, yeah.
They-
They do train on it.
Yeah.
Well, I said to them, like, why can't we go as independent journalists
Yeah.
and actually, because you get the mainstream in there that want to spin their narrative.
That's it.
Yeah, let us go and have a look. Let us. Yeah.
When you were at Crowbarrow this morning,
Small. Yeah, I was. Yeah. Yeah. I was. Yeah. Yeah.
AY.
Hey, who? See, I'm not as famous as what people think. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people watch.
Literally, you were watching him today.
are we off? It's fucking chilly, you know, isn't it?
Yeah.
Fucking hell, bring back the hot weather.
I said about this.
No, I wasn't loving it. I love it, mate.
Mate, I couldn't believe yesterday. Oh, it was freezing.
in
Absolute.
Norwich.
Oh,
And
mate,
it
it was
started
freezing.
raining, didn't
Yeah.
it? It was like,
I left my house. It was 26 degrees. Shorts and t-shirt, thinking, yeah, let's carry on tanning up. Got to Norwich and thought, oh my God, yeah, what have I done here? What have I done here?
You ain't eating anything.
It's freezing on top of that hill up there, isn't it?
Mate, it was freezing. But I tell you what though, them chips was good. From Lucy's, they was really good actually. Yeah, they was really good. I'll tell you what, them chips were really good yesterday, you know.
I told
From
you.
Lucy's.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
legendary.
I'm telling you, yeah.
The Norwich Patriots got that. And they walked. So you know the metal bit? I was hallucinating it. It smacked right into my fingers. They watched it happen. So I'm going to put a very sarcastic.
Let me ask them if they need any help now it's all done. Yeah. James, anything I can help with, buddy? Anything you need any help with?
Dover! Dover next week! Dover!
Maybe.
No,
Let's
no,
see.
no, not
Let's
fucking
see.
maybe.
Maybe. Anything I can help with, James? Yeah. That's what I just said to Sid's mum. I said to her, let me. I said, oh, sorry, I didn't say that.
I don't know where to answer this.
Snapchat.
Yeah, it's Riley.
Costa
This
kid.
is Riley's phone. He's had 2 phone calls. Should I ring him?
I think we'll watch it drive.
I ain't answering.
Go on.
It's
Oh,
a car
fucking
park,
ended.
you know, so
I'll give it to you next if there's another call.
Yeah, I said to Sid's mum. I said, now they've packed it all away. Yeah, I'm going to ask him who what's about.
Okay.
Guys, what do you reckon? Do you reckon we should stay for a little while? Do you want to stay for a little while? It's up to you. Type 1 in the chat if you want to stay for a little while. Type 1 in the chat if you want to stay for a little while. I don't know, mate. I don't think there is, to be honest.
What's that?
I don't think there's any migrants in there yet.
No.
Yeah.
So their big boss has just turned up, and they've gone up there for a walk and turn right.
Turn right.
Yeah, right. Yeah, but they're the top.
Yeah. So
And
the
they've
one
got-
with the
he's gone up, yeah, with the
right. See him with the yellow one.
Yeah.
Right. He's the one who's in charge.
Yeah, but he should
The other one with him is a public order specialist who gives him advice. Yeah, on public order things.
They've gone up there.
And they turn right.
Where, sort of, just so where that you've got
Where
the tree
them-
on the corner is here.
yeah.
Just turn right up there. So sort of behind that house.
So left is where they got their little base where they do training.
Yeah.
Don't know. I didn't ask you
That's
this.
what I mean. He
Yeah.
looked in, obviously Charlie looked in there last time, didn't he? And he put seen up front, but just makes you wonder why would they? Why? That's what I said. Why have they? I thought he was coming over to say good. I thought he was coming over to say well done to everyone in his team because I said, is that your boss? Because I was going to say, just to let you know they are all looking over. Coppers are looking over.
It's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just remember, there's a camera there and there's a mic here, so they could probably listen to us. Yeah. No, it's recorded, it's live.
Oh no!
You're actually there. Yeah. You know, if we drink enough Red Bull, it gives us wings. We can fly over. So what's over to the right then? Like, so if you go up here and turn left where the containers are, that's your base. Not your base, but if you go up and turn right instead, yeah. So like, what is behind all these buildings and that?
More buildings that we use.
More buildings that you guys use.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a building in there with police on it. Is that like active police training or something?
Yep.
Well, Steve, I spoke to the sergeant, yeah, because I said to him, like, look, social media and independent journalism is on the rise, yeah? You let the mainstream go in and film their little bits and pieces, yeah? Why don't you let the likes of us go in? You know, like...
That might even happen at some
Do you
some
know,
point,
like...
because it would dispel some rumours and bits and pieces.
Of course it would, yeah.
That decision's well above my pay grade, but it might happen.
Like,
I think you know, it's possibly because anyone could potentially game it, as in you turn up and just say, oh, I'm doing it, without actually being part of it, you know what I mean? So it can easily...
But look, all they've got to do is look at their social media accounts, yeah, and be like, well, hold on a minute, this geezer's been running for 2 years, yeah, maybe longer. 2 years. This is not new for us, you know, like, it's not a... And...
Yeah, I guess they'd have to see some sort of ID.
Well, I've shown my press pass. I've got a valid press
Well, I'll
pass.
say,
I'm sure you have as well.
our Suffolk Police
I can get you
Central
one.
website put a post out saying it's still actively used as a police training venue.
Yeah.
Personally, I've been in there many, many times.
Oh, I believe you, guys.
We've got buildings we use for searching, for dealing with domestic situations, public order situations.
I just want to be that guy, yeah, that can start throwing bricks at you and petrol bombs.
That happens in there. That all happens.
I know. He told me, yeah. I want to be that guy.
Who's paying these clowns? Who's paying these clowns to be in there?
Yeah, that's
Right.
Thank you.
Who's licensed them?
Well, they get their licence dodgily anyway. We know that. Yeah.
SIA, but someone's got to employ them first, don't they?
Yeah, it'd be a company.
So who's paying them to be in there and for what reason?
The the reason why they'll have security on there, is to stop people going in. You know, and that's.
But it doesn't work. People have been getting in there running about like
Yeah.
and they've been getting nicked.
Well, they can't. But the thing is, they shouldn't be getting arrested.
Why are they for an SIA license?
Yeah.
When I was on the door,
It's all up until December. We only put so far in advance. So,
Right, okay.
But it's used constantly.
December, that's where it's booked up to.
No,
Yeah.
what they're saying is that's me personally.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah, him in the yellow, he's top dog for today. Yeah, he's the bronze commander, isn't he, in the yellow? This one will be the public order specialists. He will be giving him advice on public order. They're good to talk with, these ones, to see how much they actually really know. Yeah.
How many public orders? Yeah, okay. So why can't the security come forward?
I just want to mind my camera. I don't want it to fall on the floor. But.
You're allowed to tell me why. Okay.
Do you know what you can do? Do you know where he has to tell you?
SIA license.
No. Do you know what? By law, Hold on, one second. Yeah, you are allowed to, because under GDPR, you're allowed to obtain any footage that they take of you, legally. Watch out, AY. Yes, sir.
So how did you get yours? Yeah, but I can't even start to imagine what you're saying right now. What? Sorry, say that again. Same process. I don't think it was. Was that?
How much did you pay for it? For that card?
How much did you pay for that card?
How much money was that card? How much?
£84. I paid nothing for mine.
84.
Because it was done the right way.
184. And the course?
And the course is separate.
Yeah, how much was the course?
That's free, mate.
No,
free.
it's not free.
No, how much was the course?
No.
How much was the course?
Who paid for it? Who paid for it? Who paid for it? You didn't pay for it, did you?
How much? No, just answer the question 1 second. How much was the course?
Every training company has different fees.
How much did you pay?
No. SIA.
No, do you know what?
There's one significant fee. One significant fee for the training.
Do you know why? Yeah.
Hey, who paid for it? You didn't pay for it, did you?
That's why you don't know how much it cost. Yeah? Because you didn't pay for it, did you? The company put you through it. Yeah, the company put you through it. Yeah. 1 second. So the company paid for it for you. Yeah. The company that you work for. So did government pay for it? Yeah. So how much?
You don't know. No, the government paid for you.
A few years ago, the job centre DWP were giving them
Yes.
the
Yeah.
SIA licenses.
Now, say that again, yeah? Now the way to find out where they work from is simple. GDPR. Yeah, they have to give you that information legally. Yeah, yeah, of course. Did you?
How much?
Right, people. What should we do? Should we stay for a little while or should we go? Mate, what is the company called that you work for? Because I want to get a job. Yes. The company you work for. Because I want to get a job. I want to apply for a job. You can't tell us the company. Why not? I want a job. So where do I go online to apply for this job? Tell me. What's that? Okay. Is it called Mumbai Security? No, it's not Mumbai. Is it Mumbai Security? Is it called Mumbai Security? So what company is it called? Is his mate bringing him over there, look? Is his mate bringing him over there?
Behind us.
Have a little look inside now, guys. Yeah, let me show you inside. Let me have a little show of you inside. Look, there you go. There was the Mumbai Security. We're going back. We like that one, don't we? I stole that one. I didn't steal one pack, you're going back. I stole the Mumbai Security from my old mate Trooper. Oh, you want to do a music drive? The signal is just so bad. No, I've got a good signal here, to be honest with you. All right. Got satellite on it. Yeah. The police are waiting over there, look, people. The liaison officers. Let's zoom in. There they are, look. There's the liaison officers. Yes, people. Outside Barnham. Look. I think they're actually going to go now. I think they're going to go. I reckon we should go as well, to be honest with you. Something. Does look like a wrapped up weapon. Doesn't it? It's a gate. What's that, he says? Mate, it's a gate. Yeah? Be careful you don't take offence. Well. No. Be careful you don't take offence.
It's pretty big.
I did when I said don't take offence. I can't delete this live. So do they go back inside there now? So they're theirs, basically. Yeah. Yeah. And do they put them out, or do you have to put them out? Oh, okay. Yeah. Should have left them out there, made them bring them back in.
No one can destroy Israel
Yeah, no, do you know what? It's,
Many have tried.
yeah, no.
But everyone can make peace with the world.
Gives good standing as well, doesn't it?
I'll give you a few just for the sake of argument. So Martin Shaw.
I don't know what I'm having for dinner. I don't know. Do I go to Wetherspoons and get the steak and kidney pie and chips and things again? If I do go to Wetherspoons, I'm gonna have to buy Steve a beer, so I'll have to forget that idea. No, you put the last round, didn't you? So it's my turn. So if I skip it this time, yeah. I bet you fucking would or not. I bet you would, mate. Right, do you know what, yeah? I missed him go past. So, oh, there's another one here. Hello. How are you? Good. Mate, I want to apply for a job. Yeah. Where do I apply? This one doesn't work,
I'm not computing it. I think my question, what do you think? Well, the starting point, take a model here. I think this all started. One genocide. Totally wrong. There's one wrong. Wrong. I think it's like, for example, let me example very far. You didn't mention the opposing. The opposing. Oh, let's talk about, you know, the context and Chinese.
Something called channel points.
Concentration camp. For example, the Rohingya. You didn't say, oh, let's look at, you know, that.
I've only got 10 points at the minute because I haven't done much watching. But you can get channel points. You can use them channel points.
You can have faith in institutions. You can have faith in things. You can
so
have
if you go
faith
back to
in
my last video,
practices, and you
Kroger,
can have faith in
if you haven't
people,
watched it,
ladies and gentlemen.
go back and watch that.
And as Christians, we have faith in Christ,
go to the Norwich one,
in the teachings of the apostles, in the Bible, in the church as an institution, in the church as the people of
God. You've
God.
got to watch them all though to get the
and
most
we have
points.
faith in the sacraments.
Don't turn the sound
and
off,
we have faith
because then it doesn't.
in the preaching of the gospel and in the presence of the Holy Spirit. And that is what Christian faith is. Not merely believing without facts, because many of these things are established by facts. Much of the story of Jesus is established by facts, ladies and gentlemen. So that's just what I wanted to say as an addendum, ladies and gentlemen, to the discussion that I was having earlier with the atheist.
Now the best one to explain to you about what the points can be used for would be
next week,
Mr. Amp.
Bro, Christian, honestly, I'm just not bothered.
Because I don't really know.
I'm just not bothered.
Have a read, bro.
I'm not. You're too childish.
You're
too childish, and you're just too childish and too mature.
That I'm getting.
I'm not interested. Next week, come back next week.
Joe.
We'll have the same conversation again. Next week.
Getting a lot of these jewel
Next
things.
week we'll have a conversation. Right.
Big up
Any
the jewel.
questions, ladies and gentlemen? Yeah, go on, bro.
There's a man holding a Russian flag in their office very often. And he was asked a question about his values. One of his values is Christianity. Right? And he is talking about NATO and so on. And there's a Russia who is praying for Christian God, right? And going to war, keep trying to invade Ukraine. And there's a Ukraine where Ukrainians also are Christians.
Yeah.
I believe Orthodox.
Catholic, I hear you, bro.
Catholics
Okay.
and so
Yeah.
on.
So what's your question?
Both sides are praying for the same God, for the same Christian God, and if God is on one of the sides, I mean, whose side is he on?
Yeah. Okay. So the question is, the answer is, the short answer is neither. And the reality is, Russians might be praying to the Christian God, but they're not serving the Christian God. They're serving Mother Russia. They're serving nationalism. And so are the Ukrainians. They're also serving nationalism. And because they're both worshipping false gods, those false gods have replaced the Christian God in their heart, and that's why they're waging war against one another. But Russia obviously is in the wrong, because Russia has obviously invaded Ukrainian territory, and Russia has a pattern of attacking Christian communities, like it attacked Christian Georgia, like it abandoned Christian Armenia when Azerbaijan was attacking it, like it has armed and supported North Korea and created alliances with Iran, which persecutes Christians, North Korea, which persecutes Christians, China, which persecutes Christians. You know, it's group, the militia. What's the militia called? I forget what they're called. The one that works around the world for Russia.
I did ask them if they needed a hand.
No, the militia that fights in Ukraine. I forget what they're called. That organisation is acting in Central African Republic and has gone completely rogue. And is attacking Christians. And so my challenge to all of those who are supporting Russia, why aren't you calling out Russia's foreign policy when Russia is aligning itself with the persecutors of the church? And if you're not willing to call out Russia's foreign policy, which God are you serving? Are you serving the God of nationalism, or are you serving the God of Father, Son and Holy Spirit? Now, incidentally, the Ukrainians have committed exactly the same sin. By trying to Ukrainianize Russian populations rather than just create a kind of Orthodox confederacy within Ukraine, they have ended up committing the same sin, but just on a much smaller affair.
So until next time, goodbye.
And their ethno-nationalism has also given a silent wink. Sorry, their nationalism has given a silent wink to ethno-nationalists. So whilst Russia is wrong for invading Ukraine, both sides have committed a sin from a Christian perspective. So that's my position. Okay, right, I'm going to go find that communist. Next week.
They need people to sit down and shut up and do as they're told. So they
want to take a picture with you.
Okay. Yes. Yeah, please. Let me give you just a little card if you want to keep in touch. Yes, please. Get more involved in the work, support one.
To you, you know.
Thank you. I love the Anglo in. You know. There you go. That's
Thank you so much.
Keep in touch.
Thank you.
Right, I'm looking for where's the communist guy? I'm looking for him.
This I can contact you by email.
Yeah, you can contact me there, brother.
Very good.
Yeah.
Actually, I have a doubt that if church is not teaching about the dangers of the Islam, then what will happen in future?
I'm so sorry, say again.
If church is not teaching the dangers of the Islam,
yeah,
what will be the future?
Well, the fact of the matter is, if the church is not teaching Christians that the church has real enemies, then what he's doing is disarming the church. I know it's a real threat, brother. We agree. You don't need to convince me. And what I'm saying to you is that it is a real problem that the church is not teaching that the church has enemies, because what that does is it disarms Christians and it lulls them into a false sense of security that they shouldn't have. And that will bode ill for the future, because it means our enemies will get the advantage of it.
It doesn't have a green policy. It cannot be know about the history.
Well, I know about Kerala.
How can you know?
I know about Kerala. But the problem with the Keralan Christians is they got involved with communists. The Keralan Christians, no, they do vote communist. They use them as a buffer against
all of those people want it.
The Keralan Christians need to form a Christian political party and oust the Marxists from control of Kerala. And they need to organise their own political ambition in Kerala. And Christians in Kerala need to adopt Christian nationalism. communism, and they need to push the communists out and organise themselves. So to drive out the communists,
my honest opinion is
from culture,
the Quran
from state politics. So the Kerala Christians
by a warlord who wants
are blindsided because they see the threat of
Do you know about the coming into the jar? I don't think you pronounce it. That's Jesus coming down and saving everyone
in Kerala. So you know you've got work to do in Kerala.
I'm very happy to rest of my life.
You've got to organise a Christian political party in Kerala. What?
Bishops are corrupted.
Coward. Bishops are what? Corrupt. Yeah.
They are always supporting the ruling party. They don't care about any other thing.
Well, I think you should challenge them by giving them a Christian party to support.
46,000 girls were taken by the Islamists. 46,000 for the last 12 years' time. What to do?
Well, I mean, this is the point. You in Kerala, if the state won't protect your communities, what you need to do is form yourself into consolidated Benedict communities that are united geographically, and you organise your own security, you organise your own patrols, you organise your own security men, right? Working within the law, but you guard your own community. This is the way you've got to think.
When I was studying postgraduation, the Christian population was 24%. Now it is 18%.
And that's because, and that's because you surrendered.
It's a sad reality that happens. Empires were forced by war.
Politically.
We would not be the nation that we are today if it wasn't for shit for the
your
wars.
politics and your political thinking. And when you lean into politics, you borrow from the metaphysics of other groups, and that undermines the Christian worldview. And the reality is the church has always got to be political, which means that it's got to think how its politics should be Christian.
But the politicians, they are very corrupt. They are all manipulated.
So organise your own political party. This is what you got to do. Brother, there's two ways to address the problem. One is to find all the excuses why you can't do something, and the other is to find all the ways you can do something. And there's too many Christians that have the attitude of this job is too big. Right? If everyone takes that attitude, we won't achieve anything.
We don't really have that discussion.
So change your mindset and go from being
I agree.
Being I'm defeated to I am a more than a conqueror in Christ. All right. Thank you.
And then after that, and then at some point, there'll be a war with the government as well, you know, because the problem we've got, like I say, there's over-representation there. There are problems within the Islamic community, and I was saying to that gentleman over there, he's been fine, he's been all right. You know, like, obviously, he's getting into a bit more heated conversation about the Quran now. I mean, like, you know, the problem that you've got is the extremist element there is too big. The majority, the moderate and the majority will step aside when the extremists go in. There's 200,000 Salafi Muslims in this country, according to Google. So you know there's going to be a lot more.
Have you seen the
That's people who want Sharia law in this country. I don't want Sharia law in this country. The grooming gang scandals. Not one single Muslim MP has spoke out and said, we need to solve this as a community.
From Kerala?
India.
I was just speaking to another Kerala brother, and my message to the Keralan Christians is you've got to organise yourself politically to fight the Marxists in Kerala.
No, because of these passages in there, which says, you know, your left hand will take your right hand possesses,
to defend
and in
your
war
own
you can take
community,
sexual slavery, and women are below men. So there are.
The fact that you're not organising politically is why you're losing
like, for example,
Kerala.
a priest who's done all that stuff for those boys
churches
20 years ago,
need to get into doing
he wouldn't turn around and say it says it in the Bible. Some of the people that get pulled up for rape use the Quran and their culture as a defence. That is fucking wrong.
Well, Keralans took their own Christianity for granted. And they took the position of Christianity in Kerala for granted. And that's why they've lost it. And It's the same in England, it's the same in the West. We took our Christianity for granted, we took its position in our world for granted, and now we've lost it. So you guys have got to get back on the front foot. But there's enough of you to actually do it. Organise a social, political, cultural and spiritual movement to take over Kerala. Not just politically, but culturally. Not just culturally, but economically. Not just economically, but spiritually. Right? And stop fighting for everything that Kerala could be. Anyway.
Yeah, I don't support Islam. I'm okay with some Muslims.
I'm looking for the communist guy. Where's the communist? Where's Pikachu?
Yeah.
Pikachu.
In theory, this is the So it's kind of like
Peace be with you, man. Thank you, I'm praying for you as well. The Kerala Church really could do so much more. I long for the day that it's sending missionaries out throughout the world.
I mean, actually, you know about Kerala in India.
I know a lot about the church.
It was the interpretation. I think the problem that you've got is, there's two sides to the argument. There's one side, it happened in the past, and it was a different time. But then on the flip side of it, people won't openly turn around and say they condemn it. They won't condemn it, and it's like a case of it's like, well, even there's some now who turn around and say it's not about, and there's some scholars in this country who say it's not about their age, it's about their maturity. So some of the preachers will turn around and say, I will happily marry my child away at 9 if she's mature enough. And that's what I'm saying. So that's what you've got there.
That can come from, like, say, a lot of things like the trans movement and things like that, like the High scandal.
I'll be honest with you, anything to do with any trans movement, I can't really sit here and support.
In a few minutes.
Yeah.
In a few minutes.
We were discussing from the Bible. I'm not going to go into that.
Speed as to where we were.
The man who baptized
when we're looking at sin,
the psychopath
it's easy to pick one finger and take something from there,
in case you didn't notice.
Whereas it's not. It's going to come lots of places.
And
a lot of Islamic people do post things like
Go on, Communist Worker Party, catch us up.
And if some people were like too much on the look, like you say, it's like, well, my book doesn't tell me to oppose it, you're supporting it.
What was it? Create
And I agree, that's not quite
morality.
It's understand what this
Can I say to you,
and
your friend over there?
It's not to say that they're bad people, it's just that they don't have
No, I get it there. But I say it should literally be a case of my argument, and I know that my counter to that on what you're saying there. Me and you went to Japan, and then a load of English people started doing the things that people are doing there. I don't care what they say. I would fight against it. I would stand up and I would call it out. There's nobody that does it. If there were people that were going to call it out, they would receive a lot of support and a lot of admiration from the population. You turn around and say, there was one MP that did do it. He was the MP for Perry Bar. You can look at this. Khalid Masood, I think his name was, but just Google the last Labour MP for Perry Bar. He spoke out about the Grimmy and said we need to do more security. He had to move away from Perry Bar because he was receiving death threats from his own community. And that's the problem. That's the problem, my friend. It's the extremists that are going to go and do stuff in society. I'm an extremist.
Let's check something. Sorry guys, this one's a bit low over the shot, but you know the crack. In the other room I found a Quran, exactly the same, it looked the same, but it was in Arabic.
then the West Midlands, then the whole of the UK. It's on camera.
The ones that
Why is he still in this position?
Well, as in, like, when he's actually given it. I believe it's talking about the veterans around him, but not necessarily the people.
Leicester, Birmingham,
There's cameras all around this place.
large parts of London, all gone, my friend.
Okay, I don't know.
The people around him, when they live and they die, they die, do they get that treasure that's around? As I said, prophecy.
It's absolutely mad, isn't it? Absolutely mad.
It's also really weird. I was watching footage as well.
You know, whatever, right? That's a very different analogy than telling someone who's going to live and die and nothing's going to change. Okay, that's fine. You understand? What I'm trying to say is this prophecy that you're saying is a prophecy. And, there's going to be an empire that comes from you, and you're going to come back.
Just be racist in the comments or anything like that. That's not one thing that you know, like exploring abandoned places. This is now abandoned. Actually soon to be converted. But it's just an insight.
There's a lot of that going on with coming on. Getting the credit card out, mate.
My point is, how do you say, oh, this with every empire, from its inception to the end? Because all empires started with people just walking around barefooted. So I don't know how you go from, oh, he said that, oh, these people, like every other people being barefooted, are going to turn into people, and therefore it's divine.
Specifically the best, you know, like for example, there's this island nation, like, I don't know, 3,000 people or something called Cuba, I don't know exact population. Tiny, it's like probably the size of that, maybe a bit bigger, right? I'll say that this island nation will eventually become a great nation, and it will take over the entire world, you know, whatever it may be. Even if I don't live to see that, even if my kids or my grandkids live to see that, if it comes through, someone like me, you have a strong case for divine revelation. However, if the island nation
absolutely
gets destroyed, or if a different big nation to do it, a rich nation to do it, but like, what about Rome? They did not start out big at all. Same with the Mongols, everybody started out. Almost every single empire, everyone started out really tiny.
All prophecies exist in most of the empires. That's fine. I take your point. Let's answer this though. As I said, maybe the first Hadith, like alone, you could say, you know, oh, maybe this, maybe that. How do you answer that he knew how to get the money to do this?
Because everyone knows that you bury that treasure in the ground, gold in the ground.
Gold doesn't dispute.
Yeah, but you're saying it definitely.
Shit, there's a full on forward. Gotta be careful here.
For all we know as well, like one of those for all we know, they could have got their wealth as well. That could be a possibility. Also, I would say that you know that they're building buildings. I've seen the range of buildings like
What?
most of these buildings are built by American architects with Indian or Pakistani architects. The Arabs are not the ones building these. Sure, they might be funding it, but they're not building it. They're not designing it. They're not building it with their own.
I think that's just the kids to be fair.
As to the architecture, I'm not sure, like, overall, like, a lot of them, you know, I haven't heard personally that, like, they don't architects yet, like, they sell off to Americans,
Oi, we are writing to inform you that we'll be your new accommodation provider. We will provide you with new accommodation on the following date. 2 months ago. You only take your personal belongings as per the UKV and I disposal guidelines. Please ensure your belongings are packed and ready. If you have any luggage issues, please let us know in advance, blah blah blah. Brief on disposal of what to expect. bedroom in shared house or own flat, doing your own laundry, buying and cooking food, buying toiletries, making your own way to appointments. Confirmed date. And then it's this one about the new rules. No idea where I am, but I know I'm going to get out soon. Right. Let me figure out where I am. And I'll read some comments and thank you for all the super chats as well.
Yeah, it's not about race, my friend. It's not about race. A lot of people think it's about. No, no. I bet you think it's about race. Yeah. Loads of people think it's oil. Until people come up here and talk about it, we can't have this conversation. Because people in society won't have this conversation. It's not about race. You come here legally. You have a British culture. You have a British society. You adopt to it. You have a great time. You live in this once great country, and you love it.
Let me get the comments up. The signal's good.
3 hours, 40 minutes. That's a bit insane, that one.
Almost 7. I'm a new subscriber and enjoy watching your videos. There's a restaurant bar thing I'm going to show you now. I just need to figure out where I am.
Fantastic day. I can't even see the off button.
I was personally, we can only if I was personally like an hour I'd probably see this as unfulfilled for us.
There's a restaurant and everything downstairs. But there's also security, so I've got to be careful. Let me just get the comments on. If Mr. Airborne disappears, no wife, Sean. Signal's good, signal's fine. Remember guys, all I do is explore abandoned places. This is now an abandoned place. It was just once. It was an immigration hotel in England, if you're not watching from England. I love your videos. Don't forget, I do have a backup YouTube channel as well. At the moment it's called Mr. Airborne After Dark, where I just upload live footage from my old lives. But you never know, so go and follow Mr. Airborne Backup on YouTube. Right, watching from the US, what's going on, King? Will you do any more creepy places? Nah, probably not. Of course I will, what do you mean? We always do fucking creepy. This is quite creepy downstairs, to be fair, it's pitch black. Right. 730 on, right, run it up, let's hit that 1k, I'm going to go downstairs and show you what's down there, but if it comes on top, I'm not going to read comments now. If I miss the super chats or people joining the Airborne Gang for extra content, do apologise. Run it up. You're going to go on my head and stay on it.
Need to address the idea Technology enhance human dignity and make it better, or will it make it worse? And
Yeah, it's quite pieces of them, like having like chronology or whatever it is, the one with perfectly, and then it talks about like
make human dignity stronger in culture or weaker? And the evidence.
You must say, where did you say from? You must say, where does it say that?
China are using artificial intelligence. To create.
Let me get the comments up. Let me get the comments up. I think security were coming in. Oh shit. Bear with me. As if I found that door to get out, absolutely buzzing, because the way I got in was not that easy. I had to Spider-Man the side of the wall. But that is now an abandoned immigration hotel, which will soon be converted. But I've got some reels I'm going to put up of some of the stuff I found, because I didn't know if I was going to live stream this. For obvious reasons. But I'm going to end it now, guys, and head to the next location. So that was a bit of a mad one, but I've clearly given out my location now from certain things. So before Old Bill turn up, I'm going to end it, get out of here, and I'll talk to you on the next one. Next one should be a bit more of a calmer one, maybe. You never know. That's the joys of this. But remember to subscribe to the channel. Consider becoming a member for extra content or just supporting the page. We go to Japan in 3 weeks, and I'll be doing this in Japan and showing you some of the mental abandoned places over in Japan. So I need to get my other phone out. Look forward to the next one. Hope you all enjoyed it. I'll catch you all on the next one. Hang on, I've got to get it up. Remember to press that thumbs up as well, please, guys. It tells YouTube you enjoy my videos. We never do anything wrong. All we ever do is trespass. We're not here to cause aggro. We try our hardest not to interact with security.